Welcome to our deep dive into one of modern aviation's most fascinating stories, the Boeing 787 Dreamliner. This isn't just about a plane. It's a compelling case study on the complexities, challenges, and ultimate triumphs of global outsourcing in engineering and manufacturing. Our story begins in June 2007. Two tensed engineers, measuring tapes in hand, faced a major worry: a mere 0.3-inch gap between two fuselage parts of the brand new Boeing 787. This was just a month before the plane's public unveiling, and 2 months before its first flight. The fuselage, the main body where passengers sit, is built in sections and then bolted together. A 0.3-inch gap might sound small, but for an aircraft just weeks from its debut, it was a critical issue for Boeing's all-new 787, announced in 2004. To make matters worse, news of this gap leaked to the media. Boeing executives quickly defended the situation, stating it was a normal part of plane assembly and expressed full confidence in meeting their deadlines: July 2007 for unveiling and August 2007 for the first flight. Fast forward to today, thousands of Boeing 787 Dreamliners soar across the skies, a testament to its eventual success. The 787's development story has become an excellent case study of outsourcing, revealing both its significant downsides and upsides. It encompasses everything from sky-high salaries and engineering challenges to cost savings, skill, layoffs, and crucial safety considerations. Let's rewind to the early 2000s to understand the strategic thinking behind the 787. At this time, Airbus was making headlines with the A380, the world's largest passenger plane. The A380, a full double-decker, could carry up to 800 passengers. In the airline business, costs are calculated per seat, making larger planes inherently more cost-efficient. The A380 was predicted to be extremely efficient, causing some panic at Boeing. How would Boeing compete with such a colossal aircraft? Boeing decided on an entirely different strategy. They would also develop an all-new plane, but their approach to efficiency would be fundamentally different. Instead of building a larger plane, they aimed to make a regular-sized plane far more efficient. The 787 project was born from this vision. It's ironic that in this Airbus versus Boeing rivalry, both companies ultimately won and lost in different ways. Boeing's challenge was to make the 787 significantly more efficient without increasing its size dramatically. Boeing introduced several revolutionary steps to achieve this unprecedented efficiency. One of the most groundbreaking was the extensive use of carbon fiber. More than 50% of the 787 structure was built using carbon fiber, a first for a plane of this size. Critical parts like the wings and fuselage, traditionally made from metals like aluminum and titanium alloys, were now made with carbon fiber. This was a massive engineering leap. Further weight savings came from moving to lithium-ion batteries. This might sound like a minor change, but it was a complex undertaking, requiring entire systems to be rewired and re-engineered to accommodate the new power source. Beyond material innovations, plans were also made to significantly improve the 787's aerodynamics and engine efficiency. Every aspect of the design was scrutinized to squeeze out maximum performance and fuel economy. The estimated cost for the 787 project was around $10 billion, an incredibly high price even for an established plane maker like Boeing. The management team aggressively pursued cost reduction strategies. Planes are never built by just one company. They rely on a vast network of suppliers. Historically, companies would develop parts and then outsource manufacturing. Sometimes, suppliers even excel at developing parts, which Boeing would then test for integration. Outsourcing many parts helps companies reduce costs, a practice pioneered by Toyota, whose quality while outsourcing was a global benchmark. Boeing decided to lean heavily on outsourcing for the 787. Boeing's estimates suggested that this aggressive outsourcing model could bring the 787's development cost down from $10 billion to about $6 billion. Aero parts suppliers from all over the world were contacted with an interesting proposition. Under this innovative scheme, many parts would be developed not by Boeing, but by the suppliers themselves, with no payment from Boeing for the research and development. Instead, suppliers would receive a share in the profits from plane sales. This was a truly unique model. Each company would work on entire units, like wings or tail sections, and deliver them fully wired and piped. At Boeing's factory, these parts would literally just clip in, like giant Lego bricks. To ensure seamless integration, a common computer server was shared, allowing engineers from different companies, countries, languages, and functions to work collaboratively on the design.